Summer recap. Let's go. Hi there, and welcome to another Ideal with Neil news market update. Hope you had an amazing summer. I know I had a great summer. Lots of time with the family. Just a great time, and certainly so much fun. I ended up not doing my market updates this summer, as a few of you have noted. With that in mind, I've got lots to catch up on here, so let's get going. First off, let's rewind. We all know that it was just a crazy market before the pandemic, during the pandemic, and all the way in through until March of 2022, at which point prices dropped over the next 5 months by about 25%. The second half of 22 was relatively stable, and into the early part of 2023 here. And then from there, we had our bustling spring market, and we gained back about 10% of those losses. But the spring market was absolutely, bustling again for sure. And that kind of leaves us off with my last update covering off May, when things were still really good. And let's now hop into the matrix system and see what happened over the summer. Okay, let's jump into InfoSparks here. And let's start off with the average sale price. And we'll look at Waterloo region. We'll look at all price ranges, all property types, sizes, bedrooms, etc. And so let's start off here. June, we had an average sale price of $839. It dropped to $796 in July and $761 in August. Let's take a peek at the single family homes, so detached homes. We were at a high of $1.5 million in June, dropped to $920 in July, and $884 was the average sale price in August. Let's take a peek at our townhomes. And there we were at $667 in June, $671 in July, and $659 in August. Condos. Apartment condos, we were June $470, had a bit of a bump up, $496 in July, and down to $485 in August. This might be related to, perhaps some less options for people in the freehold world. So some people jumping into the semi-detached, into the condo world. Semis. Here we are, average sale price. The high in May was $728. In June, it was $691, $670 in July, and down to $669 in August. So a little bit of a downward trend there as well. If we look at the number of sales, so here we are, we've got, there was a high of 68 in May, sales down in June to 42, 44 in July, and 44 in August. Sorry, that was for semis. If we go back to all property types, we can see that it was 784 in June, 611 in July, and 568 in August. So a drop in the number of sales as well over the summer. And certainly that will vary within the different types. With that, the multiple offer situations kind of changed as well. And so we can see when we look at a percentage of original list price, the average was 109 in May. So people were paying on average 9.3% over asking price. In June, it dropped to 7.9, 6.1 in July, and 4.1 over the asking price in August. And we've certainly noticed that with a change in the the multiple offer situations, not as many and for not as much on average. So days on the market, those have increased with the change here as well. In July, we're at 16 days. August 19 days, and June was 15 days. So that's been escalating again with the market slowing down a bit over the summer. Inventory, new listings is one I wanted to take a look at as well. So we can see, interestingly enough, it certainly seems like we've had more listings coming on. In June, you can see 1330. 1,200 in July and 1,025 in August. So Although it felt like we were seeing a lot more listings coming on, the stats don't bear that out. And it's interesting with all of this, you may say, well, geez, the summer, I mean, isn't it normally slower in the summer? And I would say, you know, as an agent who's been around for 35 years almost, yes, I would say traditionally that's been the case. But having said that, over the last number of years with all the craziness, really, other than last summer when things were really slow, you know, over the craziness, I would say that buyers didn't have the luxury of taking the summers off, and we would see for most of those years that the numbers would bear that out as well. So certainly last year we knew things dropped, things slowed down, and the numbers followed, and certainly we saw that here this summer as well. So I think that's about it with the stats. For the summer, I think we're all caught up there now, and you can certainly look at the sheets that are attached, or if you don't see them, you can certainly ask me for printouts that way. So certainly an interesting summer to say the least, and now with yesterday's latest Bank of Canada announcement, whereby they said they will hold steady on the Bank of Canada rate and no further increases at the moment, but we'll again continue to watch inflation. Certainly it will be interesting to see what happens as far as buyers, you know, attitudes towards the market moving forward. Too early to tell, obviously, but we'll have to see if the last few months trends continue or if things stabilize a bit. But I'll be watching, and we'll definitely keep you posted in next month's update as to what's been happening. Certainly, if you have any questions on any of this, if you're looking to get an idea of market value for your own home, or if you know of any friends, family, co-workers that are thinking of doing anything, always appreciate you passing my name on. And certainly at times like these, it certainly helps to have someone with a bit of experience dealing with these types of markets in the past to be on your side. So thanks again, and we'll talk to you next month.